Hi guys, if it's Tuesday, it's Down and Dirty WOODSCRAFT. Stay with me. Hi guys, okay, today we're going to talk about something that I learned a long time ago with a little bit of navigation. Now, I've taught before in a video on how to navigate with nothing. And I talked about how you can use anything round to act as a clock and therefore as a compass, and how you begin by determining the time of day it is by measuring with your hands, and then you take that, turn that into a clock. You put the clock in halfway between the hour hand and the 12 o'clock is due south. Now it becomes a compass, and I figure out that this is the direction I want to go. This is northeast, let's say. And so that round piece of leaf, that piece of wood, that piece of what, the lid of whatever, becomes a improvised timepiece, improvised compass. But what about when it's a day like today, when it is severely overcast? How can you find the sun? Well, if you can't see an obvious light spot, remember the thing that the Vikings had? They had a crystal that glowed better and it would show more of the light and you could find the sun. We don't have that. But here's a little down and dirty trick that I found that works for me. And it involves shadow. I'm going to put my hand up here like this and I'm going to hold my finger up. Now what you probably cannot see on it is, when I do that, even in this extreme low light, I can hold it up there. I can actually see a shadow of my finger. Well, by turning my body in my hand, fades out, most intense, fades out. So the sun has to be in this line right here. Okay, now I know the direction in the sky to look because it's overcast. That's the way. Now I go to the second way. And the second way is I'm going to take multiple fingers and I'll put up here like this, and you'll see the overlying shadows. And as I hold it like this, I'm going to angle up slowly how high it is. When I'm at the highest and I get the brightest, the most defined shadow, that means I am at the most direct sunlight, because even though it's diffused all through that, there is still light coming. So let me re-relate this. I am trying to find a rough location of the sun in the sky. It is so overcast I cannot automatically see it. But I need a reference point in order to do my hand over hand to find the time to utilize for other sources, right? So first thing I'm going to do is put my hand up here about that far away, an inch and a half so, and I'm going to turn until I find the darkest shadow right about there. Now once I do that, see the angle that my hand is at? That's it. I'm going to go to fingers. I'm going to look at my shadows from my fingers. In fact, I'll do it this way. Maybe you can see it a little better that way. Now, as I incline up or down, I will get to a point by putting my fingers fairly close together. The shadow will intensify and become sharper. Okay? That means I'm most in the direct line. So by doing it, I'm using it like a pointer to point at the sun. So by doing this is very coarse and crude, guys. By doing this and coming up there, so the sun would be there, roughly in the sky. I will then do my hands from the, so I'm going to say over the top of that limb of that tree. So straight arm length, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right there. So that's going to make it at 10 o'clock in the morning, or 11, or 2, or 3, or 4, whatever it is. Now I know it's afternoon right now. I know sundown is 6. So I'm getting a pretty good idea of where the sun is right now by doing that. And by doing it, saying it's there, 6, 5, 4, 3, close to 3 o'clock. Let's see. .240. I'm off a little. But the fact that that's how I located it in this, so overcast. Now, why is that information important? If I know what the time is, I can improvise a compass like I've talked about. Anything round, small and round. I'm going to use this for just a second. This is just a refresher. If I have one mark that I say, that right there is 12 o'clock. Okay, this is a, pretend this is a clock face. 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Okay, now knowing that it's now 3 o'clock, I come up and line up and I point the hour hand to 3 o'clock dead at the sun. Half the distance from the sun to 12 o'clock is due south, and so that's where I would look. So I can find direction with anything round with one reference mark, as long as I can find the sun and I can figure out what time it is. Thank you for watching, guys. I know this is a bit, but the whole thing about this lesson was how to find the sun on overcast days to do other things with it, like navigation. So please leave any questions or comments below, and if enough people want me to, I'll redo that entire navigate with nothing discussion and post it on Sunday. It's going to take me about 45 minutes to really discuss all that in depth with you again. But if you want me to do a refresher, I'll do it. If you haven't, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.